the last few years, TVS has really upped their game and their products speak for themselves. The paradigm shift commenced with the launch of the Apache RTR 200 in 2016, but the company went quiet soon after. They seem to have stepped on the gas once again with the launch of the much-awaited RR310 in December and the NTORQ 125 scooter in February. In the midst of all of this, the Apache RTR 160 has somewhat been ignored and, dare I say, forgotten. In fact, it hasn't received a substantial update in almost a decade. With strong contenders like the Honda CB Hornet and the Suzuki Gixxer, TVS has lost a lot of ground during this time. They intend to gain some of it back with the launch of the all-new Apache RTR 160. Familiar it may be as it shares its design cues with the Apache RTR 200, but by no means does the 160 look drab or dated. There are a few aspects that easily set the 160 apart from its elder sibling. In line with its computer-centric nature, TVS has fitted it with a single-piece seat as opposed to the split one on the 200. TVS has also mildly updated the tail section. The alloy wheels, although of the same size, have a standard 5-spoke design. As far as engine goes, the 160 is among the most powerful motorcycle in its class, producing 16.6 bhp and 14.8 Nm in the fuel-injected form. TVS also sells the 160 in the carbureted form, in which it produces marginally lesser power. We first got our hands on the carbureted version. Interestingly, despite making slightly lesser power than the fuel-injected trim, it feels quicker right from the word go. In comparison to the outgoing model, the vibrations have been smoothened out well, but between the carb and the FI, the latter feels noticeably more refined. Both the versions compared with a 5-speed transmission. The gearbox has been tuned well. Although the ratios are short, the RTR 160 can easily putter around at 35 kmph in the top cog with minimal knocking. TVS has fitted the RTR 160 with telescopic forks up front and a monoshock at the back, both developed and tuned by Showa. On the track, the preload adjustable rear suspension felt soft in its default setting. While this should essentially help in urban riding, mid-corner bumps make the bike a bit nervous. That being said, if you need it to be a bit more corner-friendly, a simple turn of the wrench will do the job. An update to the RTR 160 has been a long time coming. TVS seems to have understood the segment perfectly well, offering the right combination of looks, performance and price. Ranging between approximately 81,000 to 90,000, it is priced on par with competition too. But if we were to choose from one of the 3 variants there are, our pick would be the carbureted version with the rear disc option, given its performance and the value it offers.